Hello YouTube fans, this is Ramey Jordan from the Auto Diesel channel. In this video I'm going to show you the results of the installation of some Eastwood XMAT materials for sound dampening in the cab of my Ford 2007 E350. And I've taken the use of Eastwood XMAT, as you can see here, and also the underhood headliner material that to complete this installation. These are great products, competitors to Dynamat. I've gotten familiar with Eastwood and have gained confidence in their products. So anyway, as you can see here, this is the low profile all-purpose sound heat barrier XMAT product that goes into floors, and I put it also in the doors. There's 9 mats here that are 18 by 30 inches. You can see an example of the product here. It's 1/16 inch thick. It's got a wax paper backing on it. This is a butyl product that's very sticky, and it's got this foil on it to also reflect heat. This will give you a 30 degree temperature reduction and 19 decibel sound reduction with this product here. So I put the XMAT on the floor, I put the XMAT into the doors, and I also put the headliner material up in the headliner. So you're going to see me remove all that and put it in. I'm going to also show you how to remove the panels on a Ford 2007 E350 so you can get that XMAT in there. And I'm also going to replace the speakers that are in the doors while I'm at it. So here we go. Thanks for watching. Okay, so having already taken a look at the passenger door, I'm going to show you how this driver door is going to open up in terms of being able to pull away the panel, this whole panel. This happens to be a Ford 2007 E350 van front end that's actually set up as a cutaway. So let me go ahead and tell you a few things you're going to need to know right off and how to get this panel off. First thing is, this piece right here will pull away. I'll demonstrate that in just a minute. It's got a little clip right up in here that holds it into this frame, and then a little overlapping item right down here that holds it up next to this piece. Secondly, you're going to have 4 screws, Phillips head screws. You're going to have to remove. The first one's right here to remove this little piece right here, and once you get that away, so then this little handle right here is also screwed into the door frame behind this. You'll see that screw in a minute. So you'll take this screw out, and once you pull this off, you'll see another screw that holds this handle to the door. That's the second screw. Once you pull this piece off, there's a screw right in here that holds this part of the panel to the door frame. So we'll take that screw out, and then down here we'll remove this little insert, and behind here's a screw that holds the panel on the final piece. Now, the thing that doesn't do is remove the door handle. So you might be expecting that this door might have a clip on that handle. Well, guess what? It doesn't. So don't bother about buying a tool to do it. You won't need it. The only thing you're going to need to remove that door handle is a number 20 star head for a screwdriver. That's what we're going to use, and I'm going to show you how to find that and take that off. That's all you need. Okay, so as I mentioned, the interesting thing about these door handles is that you don't have to pull a clip away to pull it off. There's actually kind of a hidden way you get back to that screw that actually holds it on. I'm going to show you how that works right now. So what you need to be aware of is that this doesn't have a clip back here, and so you might expect to have need a tool like this. Well, you don't need this tool at all. You might need that for some other models of Ford, but certainly not this one. Anyway, so the next thing is this handle is really this whole piece right here is a sleeve that fits over the main handle piece, and what you have to do is pry it away. And you'll find that once you do that, it'll come away like this, and you can just rotate it down, and the screw is right in here. So it's got a little clip, so if you put this back on and press it in there, it'll snap in place, and then you have to use something to pull it away to unsnap it. and then just pull this away like this, and then you'll be able to take that screw away. As I mentioned, all you need is a number 20 star tool to get to that screw, which is right there. And there you go. You've got it out. Now all you have to do is work that handle loose. You can see there, it's got a little ribbed edge to it that fits in there just like that, with that little ring. With this little ring that fits in here, and then the door handle fits on top of that, right? So that's all there is to it. So look for that when if you have a 2007 model. It may be that the other Fords have that this type of handle also, but that's the way that works. You can see this little indentation here. You need this to actually raise up the panel once you got all the screws out, in order to get the panel off. Okay, so now that we got the handle off, we're going to go ahead and take the panel off. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So as I said, this piece right here just pulls away. You can see, got a nice tight fit, fits in this square hole here. This piece goes right in here, and then this little piece just kind of sits down in there to hold that in place, and then snap this back. So that's how that comes off. And here's the first screw. Alright, there's your first one. We'll take this one out next. Now this little piece right here will come right off. And you'll see right up in here with the light from the drill that this screw right here is the one you need to take out next. Because it holds this handle in place. And then finally, remove that little insert. Take the screw out on the bottom. And that's it. So other than those pieces, the rest of this panel should just come up and pull it away from this locking mechanism here. You can see that? And the whole panel just comes away. Primarily due to the way these clips are set, to where they just fit into these little grooves down here when you put them in. So there you go. So you can also see that in order to put some sound dampening in here, we're going to have to pull away this little plastic cover that's in here. You don't have to take it away all the way, just enough to get inside here. What I'm also going to do is place some pieces in here and here, some smaller pieces, just to remove the noise from that part, and then we're going to focus on the noise that comes from the outside panel. So the outside panel here, we're going to place stuff inside there, and inside here I'm going to take out the speaker so I can get back in there and add that sound dampening. Okay, so we can just pull this away. I'm going to take out that speaker first, and here again the speakers use the star tool, also the same size as the screw for the handle. I'm going to replace these speakers. I'm going to measure them here in just a second. So the speaker will come right out. Here again, your standard forward kind of clip right here. You can see I have access back to the panel here, and I'll pull this off here. Just expect it'll kind of go back on its own without a lot of problem. Like I said, I'm not going to pull it all the way off. Okay. I don't know why they leave this tie wrap here all the way out like that, but we're going to clip it off the rest of the way. And we'll be going, there's a space in here from about 2 feet to about 10 inches here. There's also one over here that we'll work in this space and try to get down below. And like I said, beyond that, I'll try to put some little pieces right in here in some of these areas here to make that a little bit more soft sound off that piece. Alright, so let's get a rag and clean it up a little bit, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to install this piece of Eastwood down in this section of the door panel inside here, as far up as it'll go. As you can see, this is a 1/16 inch thick XMAT, the same stuff that I put on the floor. So we'll work this way in there and get it installed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the backing off of this. And work it in here. Get it to the side of this window rolling area and down to the bottom as much as we can. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use our roller to get this thing down in here a little flatter. So this produces some pretty immediate sound reduction results. You can hear how the thud, we just basically get a thud now. So let's grab a smaller piece. Take a piece like this, we'll work it up into this top section and then try to get one down the bottom. And be careful about trying to run your fingers across the edge of this foil. You can actually cut your fingers, so try not to move your fingers across it laterally. Now we're going to try to get one more piece down inside here behind this section here, and then we're going to use the remaining pieces to put on this piece right here to remove that noise. Alright, so then, as I mentioned, we're going to take some of these pieces here and put them on the door. In certain areas. to just remove the sound off of this part of the door. Try not to cover up the holes that you gotta reinsert your door frame or your door panel for. Pretty good there. Outside, you know, it's got that nice little thump sound, but you don't have much metal noise. Okay, so there it is. Got our XMAT, not bothering the window rail. Got it up high into the door, both sides. This piece here, looking good. Now we can put our panel back on. Should go back generally in place here. Sticky enough just to go ahead and back, unless you got a replacement, which I won't. I've decided to replace the speakers in the doors, and so I took out what was my original Ford speakers. These are 6x8. I believe they're probably just a two-way, and so now I have these nice Pioneers 4-ways. And we put our panel back on, line up the bottom, set our lock hole into position. We're in kind of an alignment right here. That's good. Press it down into place. We're good to go. Screw hole line's fine. Everything should align. Now we'll go back with a Phillips head for these screws. There. There. The handle. Get these little clips in place there. Go back to our star bit for our handle. Take our little piece, put it back in here. You can actually set your handle to where you can prefer to have it. Put it there. Screw back in. Put this back in place, snap it in place. Now we're going to take this piece here, align this in here. That piece will line up in that hole. That. Hit it in place. We're good to go. Okay, so that's the installation of Eastwood XMAT Sound Dampening material inside of a door facing for a 2007 Ford Econoline E350. Wasn't as difficult as I thought it might have been. Here again, I didn't really need any tools other than a standard screwdriver with a Phillips head and one with a 20 number 20 star tool, a roller, and some kind of a pry to get the door handle loose. And other than that, it's a piece of cake. So next stop for me is going to be to do the headliner, and I'll be done with the cab overall. Thanks for watching.